Hello, hello, hello. So let us get right into this main gist of today. Oh my goodness, we have lots of topics to cover. We are just going to cover as much as we can. But first of all, let's check our sound. Yes, my voice is a bit down because this is already 12:34, so it's almost 1 a.m. But look, we gotta do what we gotta do, okay? No excuses. So let me just make sure that you guys can hear me because I know most of you are going to watch the replay. All right. So I'll try to keep this device as close as I can to my mouth as I speak so everyone can hear me. Anyways, we have three main topics that we're going to be discussing today. And if you join us, don't forget to comment. Let us know what your takes are concerning all the topics, or if you have particular one, sorry, if you have a particular one that you want to really discuss, then talk about that one. Okay, so we don't know the order we're going to go about. The first, we have Chef Dami versus Pastor Jeremiah. Now, some of you might not, the name Chef Dami might not ring bell, but okay. After Chef Hilda had won that Guinness World Record, there was another lady from Ibadan called Chef Dami that also ventured into breaking Hilda's record and even taking it a bit further. And if you all remember, a church had given her their venue for her to use and all of that. So we're going to be pulling up Dami's recent post that is driving everybody nuts, if I'll put it that way. But then that's the first topic. The second topic, we're going to be discussing Nelu Okeke and her help, Uche, a help that has turned sister. They're so close, super close. And we're going to be discussing what Nelu had said in her recent video concerning Uche and YouTubing and what we think. And next, we on next on the list is the controversial self-acclaimed relationship therapist, Blessing CEO versus the very dark man. You all know that this guy just came out from, well, maybe he's been on the internet for a while, but a lot of us just got to know about this very dark man recently, mostly when this Mubaz death started. That, for me, that's the first time I heard about this very dark guy. Okay. So I feel like a lot of Nigerians and a lot of people on the internet are getting to know about this guy because he was really outspoken about the whole situation. So these are the three topics we're going to be discussing. Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notification and join us as we dissect and analyze together. Man, my throat is dry and I forgot to take water with me. So let me see what I can do because the whole family is asleep. Let me see if I can get water from my. Give me a second, guys. Don't want to wake the family up. So hold on. Okay, let's do this. So as I had to go in to get some water just to wet my throat. When you have a lot of topics, you have to prepare yourself with. I forgot to bring in water. So anyways, let's get into the topic. So I don't even know which topic should we start with, but I think we're just going to start with Nelo KK because when we get into Chef Dami and Blessing CEO versus the very dark man, we're also going to go and pull up some tweets and we're going to be reading them and then dissecting and analyzing. So, okay, content creator Nelu Okeke actually talked about how her help, Uche Utom, I think that's her name, how Uche Utom is very lazy on creating content. She said Uche has like 3 videos on her laptop, on Nelu Okeke's laptop, 3 unedited videos, and Uche doesn't look like someone that is getting ready to edit videos and post videos and all of that. And Nelu kept saying that the videos, sorry, that Uche's channel is going to be deleted because she's not seeing any seriousness from Uche. And We could see Uche in the background as Nelu was talking about it, and Uche responded by saying, I thought you were going to edit the video. And Nelu was like, what? What? You could see the surprise. And Nelu was like, look, let me tell you guys a story. When Uche started her channel, I was the one editing her video for like a year. And then at a point, I was like, look, Nelu is not always going to be here forever. You have to learn how to do these things. So I started allowing her to edit her video a bit, but I will still do the final checkup before the final check-ins before we upload the videos. But at the end of the day, when I do those final check-ins, I will still see that Uche has done nothing but a hot mess. Like she didn't edit anything, so I will still have to fix everything and all of that. But Nelu, according to Nelu, Nelu says she has gotten to a place where she has an assistant now, and her assistant actually edits her videos. So she's trying to just sit back and be creating content, and she doesn't want to dive into. If you're a content creator, you know what it takes to edit, and some people really put in a lot into their video edits. When you watch their videos, you know that a lot is being done. So Nelu is like she's taking a chill pill and she doesn't want to do that. But some I noticed and something I want to put, and the reason why I even decided to even say one or two things about this thing is I feel like Uche was forced into this content creation thing. I'm not saying like Nelu was holding her at gunpoint, but I'm just going to try to explain it as best as I can. Okay, Uche came in working for Nelo Okeke, and seeing that Nelo Okeke is a content creator, Nelo is someone that I believe at some point, whatever, at some point in her life, she decided she wanted to do this content creating thing. She found that content creating was paying her. She decided she was going to put in her best and everything and make good out of content creation. And we can all see what she has achieved with that, including brand deals and everything. You know, her mansion, name it, trips, and all, living the baby girl life, living a good life. And a chunk of that money is coming from content creation. Uche might have seen how beautiful this whole thing looked. And, some content creators makes these things look simple. Why? Because they really love what they're doing. That's one. And two, they are seeing the dividend, like they're seeing the money. They're seeing the goodies that is coming out from creating content. So that also is a drive. That is another thing that pushes them to keep going, to keep grinding. Because I'm trying to think, if you're a content creator, you know that if you have umbrella on YouTube, if you have someone with the numbers, someone that can actually say to their subscribers, you see this person, please go support this person because of me. And because these people love that person so much, they will just go and subscribe to that person's channel and want to watch that person. Give that love. They take a little bit of the love they have for this main person and they give it to that other person just because someone that they love or they enjoy the person's content said so. So if you are a content creator, I believe you know what it means to have an umbrella. A whole lot of people pray that they should just know someone that will just share their videos, and before you know, you have your 4,000 watch hours. Before you know, you have your 1,000 subscribers. You monetize your channel so you can start grinding. Like some people are just asking for just that one share that a YouTuber that's got the number and got the loyal fans will just share them out or give them a shout out. People are even going as far as paying for this thing. So I'm trying to think, where is Uche coming from? Where is Uche Utom coming from that someone has given you this? Omo, you don't need to struggle for 1,000 subscribers. You don't need to struggle for 4,000 watch hours. I'm just going to give you that one shout out or keep shouting you out until you get to a comfortable place where you can now start grinding and gaining more organic subscribers on your own. And this lady doesn't look like she's serious. That's why I said it seemed like because Uche came in working for Nelo Keke, saw Nelo Keke's lifestyle, saw that, oh, this is a content creator, and I just love the way she maybe picks up her phone, picks up her camera. I don't know if Nelo films with only cameras. Some people that have digital cameras also film with their phones and all of that. So maybe she just enjoy how Nelo has all this camera phones, expensive phones, and Nilo would just pick up her phone when she's going for shopping, anything she's doing, she would just film and talk about it. When her YouTube friends come around, they will all sit and film content together and back to back because now maybe somebody is doing a collab with Nelo Keke and they have to film multiple videos and all those things. Uche gets to see them and at some point Uche fell in love with what she was seeing because Nelo Keke had the drive, because Nelo Keke loved content creating and still loves. Yeah, I say because she's still a content creator and she's still popping out videos, you know. So maybe Uche actually saw it and felt like, this is easy. My madam, my auntie, I don't know what she calls Nelo. I don't know if she calls her auntie, if she calls her madam. I don't know. But we know that she's Nelo Keke's help. So she felt like, oh God, my madam makes it so simple. So I think I can also do it. And maybe they would have had that conversation when Nelo was like, okay, since the Nelo is someone that really helps, and we've seen, a lot of people talk about what Nelo has done for this lady and how she treats this Uche and all of that. So maybe Uche would have sat down with Nelu, or Nelu was even the one that brought the idea. It's like, okay, look, let's get this thing set up for you. Okay, I know I'm paying you your salary every month, and I'm also taking care of you. You eat at home, you don't have to really spend your money for anything, but it doesn't hurt having multiple source of income, okay? Because even Nelu, once in a while, in some of her videos, when she just tries to give some advice to people, you hear Nelu talking about people should do, several things, invest if you have to invest and things like that. So I don't see how you be living with a hustler and that hustler will not encourage you, except that's a very bad and wicked person and the person will want to give you good advice. But if Nelo Okeke is able to sit on her YouTube channel and actually advise her subscribers, I don't see why she would not be advising Uche Uton. So I'm trying to understand where her laziness is coming from. Because even the person she's living with sees that it seems like this person is not serious. And I believe that Nelo Okeke knows that if she would pick up a random person from YouTube and decide to give that person a shout out, the person might make good use of that one shout out better than what Uche Utom has done with the several shout out and push that Nelu has given her from editing your video. Do you know what it even takes for someone to sit down and say, I will help you to edit your video? That is a lot. You should be 110% grateful because if you know what it takes and what goes into editing videos, it's not easy for someone to say, give me your video, let me help you edit it. So if someone is doing that for you, then you need to sit up, buckle up, even if you don't like the job, even if you don't like it, for the fact that someone is putting in so much effort for you, then you also have to double that effort and show appreciation that, okay, I'm grateful that you're doing this for me, so I will make this work. So I feel like at some point, both of them might have discussed about it, and it was like, okay, let's set up a YouTube channel for you, multiple sources of income. This is just a good one that if you have good content and you start having lots of views and all of that, you'll be getting money from YouTube, and you don't even need to use that money. Okay, you can invest it in something else and all of that. Before you know, now you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire, those kind of talk. And she too she would have been so excited, thinking, oh my goodness, the fact that Nelu pops out 2, 3 videos in a week. Then that she was starting, I believe Nelly was posting more videos then than now. Okay, so she'll be thinking, oh my goodness, if Nelu is putting out 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, 10 videos, this one, that one, in how many videos in a month? Oh my goodness, I'm going to do the same. After all, we're in the same house as she's filming. I'm going to film also, and things like that. When we're going for shopping as she's filming, I'm going to film. When I'm taking care of the kids, I'm going to film. Just, those kind of things and the excitement and everything. Nelu set up channel for Uche. But the thing that Nelu did not understand is the fact that maybe this person does not have that love for content creating. Some people are not just this. There are some people that really just love creating content. There are some people that just loves coming in here, sitting down, chatting with their subscribers, And because you can even tell from channels that you will see that their subscribers are not even there. They have very few subscribers, very few views, and all of that, but they still come back time and time and time again, creating content, doing all they can, live streams, and name it, everything that you do on YouTube. You know that these are people that really enjoy and really want to grow and really want to make something out of YouTube. But if this lady is just relaxed and feeling like, oh, I was thinking, how can you have three videos available? Like, you've already filmed three videos and you didn't even think to say, okay, let me edit two. And my auntie will help me edit one. Let me edit two, and one, okay, my auntie might help me edit the other two, whatever. And you just say, oh, I thought you were going to edit the video for me. When you live in the same house, that means you know that she has an assistant now, and you know that her assistant is the one doing her own editing. So you would know that, she's really trying to pipe down and do other things also, and also, spread out the workload a little bit so she can enjoy her content creating and all of that, instead of her doing all the work, just as what a a new and upcoming YouTuber would do. So I just feel like it's almost like, oh, Nelu wanted the best for her, hence she might have said, okay, let's create a YouTube channel for you also. But I don't think Uche really wants to do. I don't think the girl wants to be a content creator, or like maybe she's just doing it because, okay, she doesn't want to offend Nelu, okay, because she has seen that Nelu has already put in a lot up until this moment, and she's just trying to slowly, post one video once in a green moon, once in a blue moon, and she can slowly just forget about the YouTube channel. But there's something they always say: you can take the horse to the river, you cannot force the horse to drink. So that's one thing. Before you try to do something for someone, be 110% sure that that person loves and that person is truly, truly interested in what you're trying to do. Because I see no reason why someone will put so much effort for you, and you're just there, all relaxed, talking about, I thought you're going to edit my video. So I just feel like the Uche lady is not a content creator. She doesn't really enjoy creating content. She's not there. Like, I think she has other things that interest her, but maybe she's afraid to tell Nelu. So hence she just went along with when Nelu talked about, oh, let us um create a content, let's create YouTube channel for you and all of that. So Nelu should just let her be, and if she decides not to post anything, it's her business. But Uche should understand that this opportunity that she has, a lot of people out there would have been able to make good use of this opportunity they have, because Nelu has already created, a good place for her. Okay, Nelu has the number, Nelu has the supporters, Nelu has the lovers, Nelu has people that would always, they can even fight you, you know they've not seen Nelo Okeke one-on-one before in this life, but they can fight you if you would say something that they disagree with. And such people, if Nelo comes out and gives a command, they will for sure obey. They don't care. They don't care what Nelu is saying is right or wrong. But as far as Nelu has given a command, there are lots of people here that will go and support. And if this girl was wise, she will make good use of it and sit her ass down and learn how to edit. We're not saying you're going to learn it overnight. At least just know the basics. Just know how to attach videos, know how to cut out parts that you don't need to, know how to balance your colors and things like that, know how to put your sound. If you're talking and you want to put background music, know how to level your background music enough to not overshadow what you're saying. And just a little bit of, your brightness, your saturation, everything, contrast, just know how to just make it look presentable, and that's it. Over time you will improve, you will still learn one or two things, you will see some things in some people's video, you will want to know how they did that. There are lots of YouTube tutorials also on editing and different things, and you will keep learning as you're going. But if up until this moment they're still trying to get you to edit just three videos, when some people can actually sit down and edit over five videos, film over five videos, sit down and edit them and make sure they schedule them for a whole month, And some people even have 9 to 5 jobs and other things they are doing. I see no reason why you wouldn't make good use of this. But if you're not feeling the career, you're not feeling it. There's not the people will keep pushing you, but you just won't go anywhere because it is not just for you. So people should not be surprised if someday you don't get to see Uche on YouTube because it doesn't seem like it's her thing. Nelly should pay more attention and know what Uche likes. And if it's business, if it's whatever it is, and support her that way. But if it's a YouTube, you just keep pushing her and saying the same thing, and she might not change because YouTube is not just for her and she's enjoying the baby girl life with you anyway. That being said, we've been talking about nelo, okeke, and uche for about what now, 20 minutes? Oh my goodness. All right. So moving on. We're going to move on to Chef Dami and Pastor Jeremiah because this thing is just funny. While I'm just trying to give the backstory, let me um go to Instagram and see if I can pull this out from. I saw it on one of the blogs also, so we're going to ooh, talk about it. Okay, so when Chef Hilda from Nigeria did her Guinness World Cookathon, let me see what's the name of that blog again. Insta blog, right? I think that's where I saw it. Let me check. Okay, so when Hilda did her Cookathon, a lot of people. Hmm, okay, trying to find. See, I can see. Is it this one or is another one? I think it's this one. Okay, so when Hilda did her cookathon, and then all of a sudden Chef Dami surfaced, a lot of people really came out attacking the Chef Dami. A lot of people were like, come on, man, couldn't you have done anything else? There is just so many things that you could get a Guinness World Record for. Okay, even the most silliest thing you can get a Guinness World Record for. Why didn't you? Some people like, why didn't you wait? I know I was one of those persons that were saying that okay, it's okay if she wants to beat and break Hilda's record, but I felt like the timing was still too, it was too soon because Hilda was even yet, you know, Guinness World Record was still going through, asking Hilda to send more evidence so they would analyze it and know if they will actually give her, you know, because I think the person that was holding the title then before Hilda broke it was an Indian lady, you know, where a lot of people even that the Indian lady even had to tweet something talking about the, you know, they've not verified it yet, so people should be calming down and all of that. And just like that, Chef Dami came out and wanted to do her own. And some persons are aware of the opinion that there was nothing wrong, there's enough space in the sky for everyone. So if Chef Dami wanted to do it, then she should do it. And it was even later on that people now got to find out that the Chef Dami did not even apply and all of that. And she broke most of the rules because she did not know. She didn't apply to Guinness. So Guinness was like, they didn't know about that and all of that. And Chef Dami talked about how she was going to go for it again. She would prepare herself, apply, and do it the right way. So now, if you all remember, when she did hers, she did it in a church. You know, you could see the decoration and all of that. And she, you know, the team had they had said it that the church had given them the venue to use for the event. So now it seemed like a whole lot is going out. So this is what we saw on Instablog. Shout out to Instablog on Instagram. That's where we saw it. And here it says, Chef Dami. Whoa, whoa. Which one is this one? Wait. I don't think this is the one because this one is saying Chef Dami is lying against Pastor Adegoke Jeremiah. She just wants to trend, the church member said. No, so that's not the one. So let's go down a little bit. That's not the one. Okay. So this is the one we will start from, and we will get to the other one. Okay, so here, the post on Instablog said, "If anything happens to me, hold Pastor Adegoke Jeremiah." Hmm. So, and it seemed like the pastor too has actually, you know, responded to her. And this is wild. So we're seeing uh this is Dami Pass. I'm guessing that's Chef Dami's name because I don't follow the Chef Dami, so I don't know what her handle is. So let's read this together. I said, I will be having an interview in Lagos soon, and I am ready to let everything out. I'm ready to let everything out once I get back. But in case anything happens to me, Adegoke Jeremiah, aka $1 billion prophet. Okay, so sorry, a little bit of interruption there. Okay, so it said, okay, so if anything happens to me, hold Adegoke Jeremiah, aka $1 billion prophet, hold him responsible. He told me to prepare for war, and we are both on it. So, hmm, this is another one from Dami Pass. I think that's her Instagram name. And here she said, by the time we are done with you, you will not be able to stand on your feet again. This was from the acclaimed people of God. Among many of the countless insults, uh, this insult, because they blow a lot of the word insult, is that cases, thrown bully, okay, threats, oh, okay, insults, I think curses, because when they blur the words, sometimes you have to try to figure out what to say. So insults, curses, threats, and bullying. Now I understand the content of one. Now I understand the content of First Peter 4:17. Surely judgment will begin from the house of God. The first time the man of God tried to challenge my good, he failed. Then he told me to prepare for war. But these are the people of God. Are they not supposed to be godly? Chef Dam is asking. Assuming I had died few days ago, people would have understood better what I have been facing by the testimony of those around me. But I will still try and hmm, bend my peace because it is a testimony that others can learn from. I know about God's small letter Gods. I know about God's. Hmm. That is why I choose the undefeated God. Surely they shall gather, but they that be with me are more than they that be with them. I guess she's trying to say, he that is in me is greater than he that is in. Anyway, well, let's continue. I said, I have been in constant fear for my life. Countless times they have tried to destroy me as promised, but with God, I keep moving as if nothing ever happened. Shouldn't we have gotten over this? I mean, it's 4 months already. Guess you will not stop until I stop breathing. I will try to update this place while I try to hold on to my peace. Hashtag God over everything. Hashtag certified chef. Dummy. So you can see what this lady tweeted out, and a lot of people were like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Because we don't understand. We thought everything was okay. You know, you did the whole thing in a church, and everybody was, happy that yes, um, the church was able to give you this and all of that. So why are you coming out now to tell us that the pastor is after your life or the pastor is threatening you? Okay. And here's something else she said. She said, I have been living in constant fear as some of the people of God are threatening to destroy me, Chef Dami stated. So all these things that it's not easy when somebody is saying the person is getting death threat. And if you if you're a Niger person, you will kind of understand because when something has to do with men of God, you have to be extremely careful because sometimes the men of God will not even need to lift a finger, but church members nine go finish you. Do you understand? If they by mistake corner you somewhere, you are done. That's just it. So if what, of course, all of this, and I would just say is alleged, okay? It's alleged. We don't know until the Dami uh involves the police, which we know nothing will happen anyway. If it's men of God, they always get away with anything that they do in Nigeria. So I'm not expecting any justice, but let's just say, sometimes one case there could be a difference, that it couldn't there could be a change or something. So let's just keep hoping. But if Dami would present all of this, get the police involved, present all her evidence, talking about like messages that this pastor would have sent to her, where they can investigate and say, okay, yes, this is his true account, his true phone number, his phone, and trace the text message and all. The police will do their investigation and find out that this man is really disturbing this lady, and then they can take it up from there. But there's a lot of allegation here, okay? When somebody is talking about if she had passed on. So it was almost like they were trying to unleave her. It was almost like they were trying to silence this lady. It was almost like maybe they needed her to do something for them that she was not cooperating, she didn't want to do, or what was expected of her wasn't done. And the man of God allegedly is now upset and telling her to be prepared for war. Who knows? Nobody knows. But anyway, the recent post from Insta blog about 9 hours ago, let's take that. It states Chef Dami is lying against Pastor Adegoke Jeremiah. She just wants to trend, a church member said. So this one is coming from a church member. So even before we got here, I had already mentioned that when you're dealing with people like pastors, know that there are people who might be the first ones to come and deal with you even before anyone else. So that being said, let's just keep going. Let me see if that person said something.
That I like it, and if anything happens to her, the whole Prophet Ali with Jeremiah, my pastor, he said they should hold him responsible. For what? How? As in, on what basis? What are you people trying to say? What are you trying to say? And I've seen many numerous comments from people. I don't know how social media is so easy to give people on social media. How can it be so easy for you people? Somebody just comes online and says, this is what is happening. It's not even better to say, okay, let her produce facts. Let her produce facts and evidence. Why our pastor should be held responsible when anything happens to her. What is happening to her exactly? You don't know. You don't know what is happening to her. You come out and explain what's happening to her, and you come out and tell us why that thing is happening to her. Which pastor should be held responsible? The pastor that does not know her again. Look at what happened this, yeah. So yesterday, the Dami went online. I started posting that I like it. The cooking marathon program happened in June. It happened in the 120 hours of 120 hours cookathon. It happened in June. And then since then, July, Dami left the church. I was in charge of our Twitter handle when the cookathon was going on. I was the one that was in charge of our Twitter handle. I was the media person. And since July, all church members knew that Dami did not come to church again. He left the church in July. So somebody that has lost contact, and since then, she left the group, she left our online group, and many people, many church members, they were angry. They were mad at her, and they blocked her number. Many people did not want to have anything to do with her again, including the church pastor. Everybody blocked her number. We did not have anything to do with her again. As I'm speaking with you right now, I blocked her number. I don't have anything to do with her again. But then she goes around and say, somebody should be held like 4 months the cooking marathon program happened in 2 plus, or I don't get it. Who should be held responsible? Who is the person? Who? Somebody that you don't know anything about the person's life. Do you know what spiritual has done since then? The church has done many things since you left. We have done about 4 or 5 programs since that time. But Dami comes back here and tells us that our pastor should be responsible. For what? For what reason? On what basis? Tell her to give evidences of what she's saying. Everything is their lies. They are, she's just lying everywhere. She should come and give evidence for what she's saying. What is she trying to say? That they should go and 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 carry my pastor. For what? For what? What did he do? No. Answer me, what did he do? What did he do to you? Provide evidence for what you are saying. Lies everywhere. Lies everywhere. You have just the problem with Dami is that she cannot do anything outside spiritual. She cannot trend. She cannot. She has noticed that it has been a while that she has spent it, and the spirit and the ministry does not account loss or I don't get it. Who should be held responsible? Who is the person? Who? Somebody that you don't know anything about the person's life. Do you know what spiritual has done since then? The church has done many things since we left. We have done about 4 or 5 programs since that time. But that means can't knowledge her anymore. So what does she do? She comes online and says something that will affect spiritual and herself, so that everybody will pity her and they will start to think that she's saying the truth. She's lying. She's lying. How can you say that somebody that you have not been in contact with for over 4 months is threatening your life? How? 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 What are you trying to justify? This man is innocent. He's totally innocent. So stop saying rubbish everywhere. Stop flying false rumors. When you are talking, come with evidences and facts. Don't let her anymore. So what does she do? She comes online and
Okay. So you people can clearly hear from the church member. But when if you listen very
don't
well,
let her.
if you
But that
didn't
comes back here and
if you didn't hear it, please go back and listen from when I started playing what this person said. When he was explaining everything, talking about that he was in charge, like he is whatever in the church, and he was in charge of her Twitter handle when the cookathon was going on. 1 month after, Dami left the church, and then people didn't want to have anything to do with her anymore. Is that how a church should behave? If somebody decide to not come to church anymore, shouldn't you be concerned that a soul is going astray and you people see how you can love, show you more love, be there visiting her, finding out why, and all of that, other than blocking her? Because he wanted to say the first thing he said is she left the church after the 1 month after the cookathon, and they removed her number from WhatsApp. That's what he wanted to say, that they removed her number from WhatsApp. And he said no, she removed herself from their WhatsApp group and all of that, and people started blocking her, even the pastor. Really, didn't we read in the Bible where they said one sheep was going astray and the other sheep were left, and the a single one that went astray was rescued and brought back? So why is it that the church of God, if you call this a church of God, because a lot of buildings with human beings inside that sings and prays and calls the name of God and speak in tongues, fake tongues of course, are not really the house of God. It's not really a church. It is just a group of place where people are just gathering together and making noise. Because from what this guy thinks that he's different. Now, I'm not saying that this man, the church or anything, or that Dami is telling the truth. But I'm judging from what Dami said now and what this guy is saying. This guy has just indirectly let everybody know, if you're thinking deep, that there might be an atom of truth to what Dami is saying. Because if Dami was saying she's been getting threatened, people are threatening her, she's afraid of her life and all of that she stated. And now you're saying the first word that came out from your mouth when you were trying to explain all these things is she left the church and at 1 month after, and that made people angry, and people didn't want to have anything to do with her, including the pastor. You people removed her from WhatsApp, but you quickly noticed, got yourself and didn't want to implicate yourself, and turned it to she removed herself from the church WhatsApp group, and people started blocking her numbers, that even you that you're talking, you do not have her contact and you do not want to have anything to do with her. That is not how a child of God should speak. Let's say Dami offended the church. Dami offended the pastor, offended all of you. The Bible made us to understand that we have to forgive because you're calling yourself a church of God. If someone did not come and die, if Jesus Christ did not die for your sins, as sinful as the world was, he still came as pure as he was. But these days, somebody would do something. Let's say that the whole fame and that 5 minutes fame and everything got into Dami's head. Was that not the time that when you people noticed that she stopped coming to church 1 month after? Is that not the time that members should visit her more? Share the word of God with her more. Find out why she's acting strange. What if it's forces? But rather, you people removed her from the WhatsApp group. People are threatening her. People are doing all of what they want to do because you people wanted her to bring everything and maybe push your listening, make you people all more famous. But maybe she decided to make just herself famous, which is selfish, okay? But maybe all of these are alleged. We still don't know the full story. But if truly this is happening, then it is really a shameful act. It is a very shameful act that the church would decide, and this is not the first time we're hearing this thing. You will hear what is it called? This program, Young, Famous, and African, the Netflix reality TV show. There is a star there that said the same thing. One of the newcomers. The guy said the same thing, that because I think he did either Big Brother South Africa or something, one of these reality TV shows or something. I don't remember. Let me not misquote him, but he did something on TV that he wasn't supposed to do as a church person and all of that. And that was how he was sent away, and even his family stayed away from him. We've had so many people complain about how church is so quick in throwing people out. There is another very famous singer, gospel singer in Nigeria also, that also attend a very famous Nigerian church with a very famous Nigerian pastor also. That they talked about how she performs in other churches and allegedly the church didn't like it. And that was how she left. And people don't want to, so people from that church don't want to associate with her in anything. I feel like a lot of the churches in Nigeria are doing too much. Now, this guy was so quick to come out and defend, and he's here challenging the damning. What if this lady truly have? What if this lady has a lot of evidences that she can post online, and it will show that maybe really the pastor had said something to her? Why are you so quick to defend someone when maybe even you don't know? Because at the end of the day, you're not living with the Pastor Jeremiah in his home. And even if you're living in his home, when he will go to sleep on his bed, the person that will be next to him will be his wife, not you. So you don't know what he might pick up his phone to do in that few minutes to hours that he will just be laying in bed waiting to sleep. So you cannot come out and speak for someone as if you're there. You were quick to call her a liar, challenging her. Let's see how this thing will play out. But before we even move to the next gist, because it's already 43 minutes, and if we can keep this under 1 hour, that would be good. So let's quickly go to the comment section and let's see what comments are saying. Okay, the first comment I see on this post here is from Daddy Freeze. And if you all know Daddy Freeze is one person that is constantly calling out Nigerian pastors. So let's see what his opinion is. He said, when I warn you people about all these una churches, una go begin quarrel me. Una don't see him so, and he's laughing. In other words, Daddy Freeze is saying when he was warning people about Nigerian churches and all of that, people were busy fighting him. That at least now people can see for themselves. And I think Daddy Freeze is saying this because this dam is not the first person. A whole lot of people have come out with very scary stories concerning men of God, so called men of God. And people have presented evidences of voice notes, of text messages, of things that you know that this is coming from the GOs. And still, they were not held responsible. They denied it, and church members still kept fooling themselves. believing. So I think that's the point Daddy Freeze is trying to say. This will not be the first, this will not be the last. We've seen these things in different ways. So someone said, "Thank you, my dear. Don't mind the." Said, "Don't mind the." I guess this is responding to someone. Mm. Well, there's another person here attacking Daddy Freeze, saying, "Ah, Daddy Freeze, keep quiet, Daddy Lucifer." So some persons are laughing, some persons are saying, "Yes, Daddy Freeze was right," and the comment section is just getting hot. Let's pull up some other comments. Someone said, Someone said he looks like his mouth smells of hunger. Another one said anything Chef Dami said that Pastor did, he did it. This one is this person has already concluded. The next one is saying if you believe Chef Dami, hit the like button. Another one saying, um, weren't you the kitchen assistant? Someone is asking. You guys just use this girl to make your church popular. Sam Larry Church. Another person said, when did you become your pastor's mouthpiece? And I don't know what the other word the person used, she or something like that. Another one said, imagine saying that they all blocked her. Oh, this person, I think from what this person is saying, the person shares similar uh thing to what I just said. The person said, imagine saying they all blocked her. Now the forgiveness and grace where una they preach for church be this clowns. Another one said, she hasn't even said anything yet, and you guys are defending up and down. Shows how guilty y'all are. Another one said, come on, get out of my sight. This was said, this is damage control. Hmm. Another one is, someone stop coming to church and all of you blocked her number. Una never want talk waiting really happen. It is really strange. That's why I said this guy will regret what he has done. And I believe when their Daddy G.O. will see him, he might give him a knock on his head. Because all in the name of defending, he actually made the church look even worse than what Dami has said. Because Dami has not even really said much as at this point. But this what this guy has said just proved that that's not a church. If somebody left the church and the first thing a church is doing is to block you and remove you from WhatsApp group, then you're not winning souls. You people are just there to party and deceive yourselves and just make some money from people that are not thinking straight. That's just the truth. It is it is this whole thing is really shocking. And I just hope for their own good that other members of the church will not come out and try to say anything because it is just going to be even worse than what it is. That being said, we will keep watching how this is playing out since Chef Dami already stated that she's going to grant an interview. Maybe Dami will be granting interview or Dami is going to be posting um, receipts since this guy has challenged her if she has. And everybody should pray for her because in it had me person go miss for Nigeria. Mostly when you're talking about someone high up there, somebody with a lot of fans, followers, and blind followers, and all of that. Hmm. Anyways, let's move on to the next gist. Okay, so this is the last but not the least, which is Blessing CEO versus the very dark guy. Hmm. So here it says relationship expert Blessing Okuru shades very dark man over the multi-million bag he carried to Lagos. Okay, so starting, look, I have seen this post a lot online about Blessing CEO shading this guy. The first time I saw it, I was like, maybe Blessing is just beefing the guy, but the way is going about this whole thing, I feel like this whole thing is now planned because look, anything can go. Some people want to trend by fire, by force. Could it be that Blessing and this guy, they've actually planned something behind the scene? Because I don't understand why Blessing is just dragging and dragging and dragging back to back non-stop. So it is really weird. So let's catch up on what Blessing CEO said. So I think the guy showed a video of himself because the blogs were talking about how David either the video invited him or who they're hosting him or something. No, a video also surfaced online where you could see Cubana chief priest and Davido and the very dark guy together singing and vibing together, just a playful short video. So it seemed like Davido is hosting this guy. So maybe as the guy arrived in Lagos, the guy decided to, show a little bit of video of his room and his area and stuff like that. And as he was panning the camera around his room, showing how beautiful and trying to give the video his accolade and all of that, thanking and whatnot, like he said it and he did it, kind of. All Blessing CEO could see in that video was the check bag that was on the floor. Y'all know what they always call this bag, which I don't want to use that word so we don't offend our brothers and sisters over there. I will only say it when I read the post because I will just read it out the way it is being written. So when Blessing CEO saw that, she was quick to tweet this out and she said, Nagana must go. You nine him carry go Lagos with five laughing emojis. And she said, laugh won't kill me. Oh. Obo, buy him box, please. That's said the video should please buy him a good bag. Why is he traveling with a check bag? And on his video, you could see where he said Obio, Obo, Obio. I don't know which one, Obio, I guess. I'm just calling him Obo. Said Obio, don't run am, don't play. So that's what the guy is trying to let y'all know that yes, Davido said it and Davido have actually done it. But Blessing CEO is not coming down. And let's just go to the comment section and see what some persons are saying. The first message I see here, person said, um, the person say he's good. Some people can't really write. And this is actually an official account of someone. Hmm. Okay, the person said he doesn't need to form. The first thing the person wrote didn't make sense, so I'll just skip to the middle. So the person said he doesn't need to form. Yes, he's real. The next person said is check bag, not a bag again. People just miss the important things over irrelevant things. I super agree with you. Super agree with you. Exactly, 100%. Let me even drop a comment for that person because I know the person that wrote this and I agree with the person. Like, it doesn't matter if the person travels with a check bag or not. The next person said, if no blessing, see, seriously crushing on this. Okay, so some people are they are of the opinion that Blessing CEO is really crushing on this very dark man. Like, she's obsessed with him. That's why she's dragging him. So if you agree with that, let us know in the comment section. And another person said, at least he did not steal. When you... Now, this one is very funny. Sorry, I'm laughing. The person said, at least he didn't steal Unyeze's bag like you did. Now, if you all remember how Blessed CEO came to Limelight was when she actually stood in front of someone else's mansion, someone else's hard work, sweat, whatever that person did to build that beautiful big house that she saw and thought the house was beautiful. And she wanted to stand in front, and the guy actually outed her. Was like, look, that's my house, okay, and not yours. That's how. So this person is saying, well, at least this guy is not faking it. If he doesn't have, because on 2 days ago, I think about 2 days or 3 days ago, Blessing had actually seen a video where the guy was filmed in the market where he was holding like a nylon bag and was just walking with his bathroom pass. And Blessing was laughing at him that he couldn't even afford a palm pass and he was wearing a bathroom slippers. He couldn't wear like a leather slippers or something a little bit expensive. That he should go and buy okay clothes, this fairly used things, so he can find some good designers can actually be there. That even she, when she was coming up, she used a lot of okay, fairly used clothes, and that's how That a lot of people do it, so it's not strange. But my problem is, why is it that Blessing CEO is always talking about this guy? Why is it that Blessing CEO feels the need to always jump on one? I don't know if this guy has actually dragged her before, and now she feels like, okay, I'm gonna, because Blessing CEO is one person that does not have shame. And but what I do not understand right now is the fact that Blessing is dragging this person. We all know that Blessing is one person that is always on the other side
But
when cases like this are going on. So I don't know if the guy must have said something that Blessing feels like he shouldn't have said, and Blessing is dragging, or the guy would have actually, because it seemed like the guy has been throwing shades to other people also. Because there's someone that actually shaded him also, and he was like, well, I understand. I have talked about you too before. So he didn't really see it as a big deal. So who knows if this guy must have said something to shade Blessing CEO maybe 2 3 months ago, or even before this mobile thing, or before he became this famous. And Blessing CEO did not forget about, or even maybe he didn't do a video, maybe he just dropped a comment on a popular blog. And because these people, sometimes people will claim that they don't, you don't listen to all these bloggers, they always post lies, they always, no, they go there, they just don't look at the post, they also read comments. So who knows, maybe the guy would have dropped comments somewhere and Blessing CEO did not find it funny, and Blessing is dragging this guy back to back. I saw her video she did on Facebook where she was saying she will keep dragging this guy. And even when everything dies down, she will come with a bucket of water, cold water, and she's going to wake everybody up. So it seems like this is not going anywhere anytime soon. There's just so much drama online that when you don't even know which topic to treat, which topic not to treat. Okay? So that being said, that brings us to the end of the gist for today. But Chef Dami's case is one that we will be following because this is breaking, okay? Chef Dami will grant interview. Who knows what Chef Dami will say in her interview? We pray that she makes it from her home to wherever she's granting that interview in one piece and she's able to say what she's saying. And I hope she presents evidence also. And I pray she does it with a professional media station with people that will know how to handle it, people that will know the right questions to ask her, people that will ask for evidence and they will be able to save and keep the evidence should in case the need arises for them to present. So let us wait and see if Chef Dami is going to be granting interview, of which we know that the church members will keep speaking. But let them keep talking. And if they will all sound like this clueless church member of theirs that said allegedly he was in charge of her Twitter account when she was doing the cookathon in June, then they will be revealing a lot of secrets of their own church and their own man of God. Because I still, somebody should make it make sense. How? Because it seemed like the dummy was a very serious church member, or maybe she even held the position. She was an active church member before she embarked on that cookathon. So if they are telling us now that after 1 month, that maybe fame and the money she started seeing, recognition she was getting, all of that got into her head and she decided, Omo, my level don't pass this church. I'm going to look for a more tush posh church that I will be attending. And she left. Let's just say that that's what happened. And the best thing her church could do was to get angry and block her on every platform. He's not adding this guy that said this thing with his own, he's not adding the part because I feel like if they're able to be so angry to block her, including the pastor, then I think some of the church members will be angry enough to send her those death threat messages and those insults and everything that he's saying. So this guy is speaking up, thinking he's defending their pastor, He just made them, the pastor himself and every church member, to look bad. How do you not go to show even more love and support to this person so you can bring this person back to God? Instead, you people just pushed her away, and now we're hearing all the stories. So we're going to definitely follow up Chef Dami because she has not even won the Guinness World Record. Though. If she was healed at that, what will for talk now? If she was healed at that, Guinness would actually send the this thing all the way down to Nigeria. She received it and like, yes, you broke Guinness World Record. You're now the new title holder. If that was Chef Dami, are we saying by now church for don't kidnap Dami? Therefore don't kidnap the lady. So I don't understand. So let's just hope that Chef Dami will be bold enough to grant her interview and spill all the tea that she needs to spill. Say what she needs to say. And let's be waiting for more posts from the church members. But if they do, if Dami grants an interview or if she would give it, evidence that she has to any blog and they post it, we are going to come and talk about it and analyze it together so we know who is lying, who is telling the truth, and let's see what. Let me not even say let's see what's going to happen because even in worst scenarios, when we've heard of men of God doing worse things to even underage people, we've not heard anybody has been arrested and jailed. So we're just going to come in and talk about it so people get to understand. If you feel pray for your house, pray for your house. Don't let anybody deceive you. God there everywhere. God they here. Me not the deaf when they dey people house. Me ear they here. So because some of these people that call themselves men of God, they're just embarrassing themselves. Some of these houses that they call the house of God, it's just actually the house of men, not really the house of God. Because God is not going to be in a place that people's heart are so dark. People's heart is so filled with evil and negativity. Anyways, that brings us to the end of today's dissecting. And I hope we did justice to the three topics that we tabled here. I know that Blessing CEO will not stop here. She's going to keep dragging this guy, but it doesn't look like this guy is even losing a sweat over what Blessing CEO is doing. I've not seen any response of his to Blessing CEO. So it's almost like he's 100%, the very that guy is 100% ignoring Blessing CEO. The Blessing CEO keeps dragging him. In the case of Chef Dami, like I said, we will talk about it. We will keep following the story. And the case of YouTuber Nelo Okeke and her help, I think Nelo Okeke should try to find out something else that her help likes and see how she can support her. But it seemed like content creating is not for that lady. She just thought that it's something she could do, probably because she saw that Nelo Okeke made it look beautiful and made it look easy. And she ventured into it and she found out that it is not for the fainted heart. So it's almost like she's been forced to do something that she does not have passion for. So if Nelu will see it from that angle, then she'll just let her do her thing and just let the channel go. But Uche, if you have any brain in your head, you will know that this is a good opportunity for you. And from this, you can actually be the next to be building mansions, hotels, multi-million naira hotels, and huge investments, or even getting brand deals like your boss. Use your head and be wise, okay? Because a lot of people that are just coming up on YouTube are looking for umbrella, and you have got the umbrella, okay, shading you there. The sun, the rain, the wind, everything, nothing gets to you, and you're not making good use of it. Don't do that. If you're not going to make good use of it, get out of the way so Nelu can help someone else. So the person can make good use of it and be able to turn back a few years back and say thank you to Nelu Okeke for helping them. Anyways, some people don't know what they have until it is no longer available. He that has ears, let him hear. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. When we have time, we will jump in and have these discussions going. And if you come across our video, you love our content, you love the discussion that is going. If you don't love it, don't subscribe. Okay? If you're enjoying it, subscribe so we can be dissecting and analyzing all together here on YouTube. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share to someone that you know that loves just like you. Okay, so I'm about to leave and I see people are coming in. Sorry. I know a lot of people will catch up with the replay because of the time difference and all of that. This is 1:38 my time, so it's almost going to 2 a.m. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? As a content creator, you have to be up, keep grinding until you start seeing those blessings pouring in. Anyway, that being said, thank you also very much. Thank you, those of you that came in. I know that most people love watching, just listening and not saying anything, but just being in the background and listening. And I know some other persons will catch up to the replay. I say God bless each and every one of you. If you've ever stopped by my channel, even if you were just breezing through, okay, you just went to YouTube, going through, and you saw that, okay, someone is live. Let me check it out. God bless you immensely. And for those of us that are over in countries where it's already night time and people are sleeping, I say, may you have a beautiful sleep. May God protect and guide you and your family and your loved ones. May Almighty God in heaven send his angels to guide the four corners of your home. May the eyes of the wicked never see you. I declare Psalm 91. 1,000 shall fall by your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but they shall not come near thee. Only with your eyes you would see the reward of the wicked. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. For God is with you. For those of us that are in countries where it's afternoon, the day is starting, morning, I pray that you're going out and you're coming in will be guided and protected because we never know what the enemy has in stock. But as they make their plans, it shall never come near thee. Not you, not any of your loved ones. And for those people out there that are really seeking for something, I pray that God answer your prayer. All of your secret prayers may it be answered. God bless you. God bless each and every one of you and remain blessed. Until I meet you next time, this is Entertainment Daily, and I'm signing out. I am your host, Octavia Kura. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Good night from my side. Remain blessed. God loves you.